Okay, so a little tip here, if you have not watched my psoas tool making double ball, I put it in a sock because it just makes it easier to do lots of things. But I'm gonna show you. So it was duct taped in pink so we could see it, but I like to keep it in a sock, so it doesn't really matter the color. Just pick your sock to have whatever color you want. Just watch that video. It's in anything to help with, really you can use this head to toe. The video is very funny, by the way. If you want to make this, watch the video. Just to wrap some duct tape on around two balls like this. Make cracking jokes. Anyway, it was very funny. I really enjoyed that video. And then you can use this really for pretty much. Okay, so I'm gonna put it back into the sock properly. There you go. Because I like to use it like this, as I said. I'm using my stepper because really the stepper is like a bench. It's multitask. It's a multitasker. I like to use things that you can find ways to use it, not just for that purpose, but many other things. So I use the smaller side of the two balls. As you can see, it's uneven. Just watch the video to know how to make it. And then you're gonna step down. So you're helping with your arms, so you're working with your triceps when you do that. I mean, somewhat. And then you get in the ball to really work into the tissue of your hamstring. And you can let your body drop down more or less on it. You gotta find the spot though, and you have to orient the ball in whatever direction you need, because in one direction you may think you get it, you don't have it, so it's not doing anything. Let me tell you, if you have some soreness there and you feel it from sitting, laying down, or doing nothing, and it bugs you here and there, this will help you loosen up all of that. Then you can flex and point from that. So take your shoes off if you do that, because obviously this is grippy and you're not able to do the nerve flossing, but that works really good. So let me take my shoe off so I can do the nerve flossing exactly. And I'm gonna move it a little bit higher up now. So closer to the sit bone or the ischial-tuberosity. You can be more on the outside of the thigh, behind you, you know, in the back of the thigh, or more going toward the more medial or inner hamstring, which eventually you would cross a bit with your inner thigh muscle. So this is a really good spot. Then you can lean a bit forward. So have this leg here bent, however comfortable you need is to give you more support more than anything. And then, so if you're holding onto the stepper with your same leg that you are working, just use the opposite hand to try and reach to your toes, and you can flex and point as well. And in this case, then you bring your hand to the floor or wherever you're comfortable. Here you're putting more pressure of your body, like relaxing of it, and that's really good to stretch that out. And front, forward, and back. Try and keep your back straight. This way you're really hinging in these. That's what happens when you're rounding your back. Then it doesn't make you hinge at the hip. You can put both hands on the bench or the stepper here. And flex forward and back. As you breathe out, really let all of your body relax. And feel the stretch. So move your thigh. That will move a bit how the ball is working on your thigh. And you can even push yourself away from the stepper. And lean forward, stretching that. And then go back up straight. Lean against the stepper to give you some support. Hold on to the ball with your one hand and just find a different spot of it. This is really good. Flex and point. Push down with your thigh. Straighten and bend. Just get some movements through there. You can go side to side a bit just to get things moving. And relax your body further down. As I am really close to that ischial tuberosity. Yes, I'm not there. I'm into the hamstring below for sure. If you want to go more toward the ischial tuberosity and get more to that the ischial tuberosity ligament. Then have another tool that's great for this. So you may think you're on the bone, but you may very well be just on the ligaments that are super tight. So hold the ball with your hand to get it to aim in the direction you want. There you go. Just take some practice. Now I'm going to show you a few spots to get in the hip and the thigh, including the piriformis and the glute muscles. So I'm going to show you that now. I'm going to go grab a big yoga ball. Here in my space I don't have a corner, like see this corner or that corner is taken by equipment, so I can't really show you there. So I'm going to grab a big yoga ball. I'm going to chuck it underneath this furniture and I'm going to show you. I have made other videos that talks about all of this. I'm just going to give you a quick review so I can work my glutes, but I talk a lot more in detail about all of this in another video that I did a few years ago. I'm just going to link it down below. Alrighty, so you can use whichever side you want, the big side or the small side. Try both, especially if you don't know which side it seems to be working for you. And here I'm just having my body, so I'm gonna go this way so you can see. I don't have a low camera to see here. So I'm on the side and I'm just rolling down and getting into these tissues here. That feels so good. So that's the outside of the, I'm into the external hip rotators here, and that feels very good. As much as you may think it hurts, it does, but I know it's gonna do so much good. It feels so good. So you can be here. I try not to use my shoulders and elbows if I can avoid it. And then as you move your body down toward the floor here, it's going to hit more into the glutes. As I am dropping down to the side here, it's really using the big ball with the small ball here, and it's really getting in there. The fascia, it's burning, but I know it's good. It's gonna help all of that tightness, not flexing and pointing here again. Again, I gotta take that shoe off. It's so much easier to do it this way. And again, open and close. And go into your side, still using the yoga ball as support for the shoulders. So I'm getting right onto the side here. It's really good. That's where you have your glute minimus and a little bit higher, so with a QL, even some trigger points for as we're on the crest all around. That's really where I am right now. That's I didn't intend to do actually this when I was on the stepper a minute ago, but it is where I am. That's what my body is wanting to do. So it feels really good right in here to get that stretched out. Now I'm gonna go back on the yoga ball. I'm gonna turn the ball the other way and work more the piriformis and be more centered here on the side of the sacrum and on the Yeah, glute maximus and piriformis, right in there. So once you warmed up this way with your legs straight, which I did already a little bit with more external muscle here of the hip, now more central into the glute maximus, lower part, and pretty close to the piriformis here. There you go. I'm on the piriformis now. And I'm going to take this a little bit up as my hair is getting cut and going deeper into the glutes and piriformis here. You can support with your hand for the ball not to move, but it's really good to let the ball move at times. It mimics more the roller. And I'm moving my body down this way, so the ball is moving up, really in that medial aspect of the hip, getting all of those hip external rotators. They are the reason of so much hip and low back discomfort and pain. It is very good to work those. Let's move back up. There you go. Be more on the lower portion. I can straighten my body even more, and then I'll get closer to the ischial tuberosity and stretch right in there. So I'm moving my body this way so that the ball is more on the ischial tuberosity and those ligaments through there. Deep breath in and out. I'm using my body, I'm moving my body, I'm using my hand to shift my body, and I'm moving my body more straight up to get into the hip at the ischial tuberosity, right in there. So you may say, no, it's all bone. No, it's not all bone. So I'm lowering my leg here so it's not on the knee, putting so much pressure, and then dropping my leg down. There you go. Oh, that was really good. Now you want to balance that with the other side. I don't do it all the time. When one side is hurting, which usually is this side, I don't necessarily do the other side because then I'm exhausted and I run out of time. But it's really important to do it. So let's do that. So straight. And let's breathe in and exhale. Now here I'm not too slippery. I mean, I'm pushing and it's, if I grip into the floor, I'm fine. If you are sliding too much, then put your shoes back on or put them on. And then let's get into the hip. So this side is not hurting like my left side is currently. It goes on and off. I just need to get on the ball. I'm doing this a few weeks ago and I didn't. That's why my left hip started to bother me again. With what I do every day, it's just inevitable that it will come back. So I just have to stay on top of things, and here it's fine. I got to do it way in advance. Turning to the side, just work with it. See what your body needs. And I want to go a little bit more into my side here to get the side of my hip. And go down, so I'm going to move down this way again to get more of that outside of the hip here, like I was doing earlier with my left, and get more into the side here. Yeah, dropping my body down, and the ball is here. I'll turn here so you can see the ball is right in here. And roll down this way as you work the side here. Good. All right, well, next time I will show you how to use this on the rest of your thigh. I think this is a good start because we did work our glutes and hip flexors quite a bit today. So I hope this was very helpful. Give me any feedback down below, and if you're not sure where to find the video to make this, make sure to comment below and we will give you more details. Thank you so much for joining me today in another episode of Healthy Body by Sophie, and on a little tip on how to work your hip, piriformis, external hip rotators, and all the way to the side through here into the low back. There are so many areas to treat that you can do on your own with a simple ball. You can do it with just one ball in a sock, but the double ball gives you, I think, more stability. It's easier, and in some cases it allows you to have a deeper work and better result. Alright, thank you so much for joining me today on another episode of Healthy Body by Sophie. Until next time, you have yourself a wonderful rest of your day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Namaste.